ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Guys, dig deep.
Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Hauls it in. At the 40, there he goes. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
On the run, it's Washington. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They'll start this drive going to the air, scrambling away. On a little time, lets it go. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Oakland. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, the inside kid. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Johnson looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to... Oh, he dropped it! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
This QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule, but that time he coughed it up. Did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Prentice. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn up field, and you saw that right there.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Klopfenstein. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bears! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the the strong safety is the one that's actually able to get the sack on this play. They lowered him in the box, probably anticipating run to the strong side of the field, but when the strong safety saw the ball in the quarterback's hand, he just said, I'm going to go do this myself.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Johnson wants to throw it. On the run, still looking. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On fourth down, going to the air. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. Gonna look downfield again. Quarterback moving. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Johnson looking to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with this target.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Rides to back and leaves it. Got enough for the first down. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Baylor! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Johnson wants to throw it. The quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throwing over the middle. It's Bradley. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Here's the handoff. Oh, what a move. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. At the 20. Touchdown Bears! The defense putting points on the board. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Johnson looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. Here he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the maize and blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. On the ground, it's Washington. He has the first and still on his feet. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either, and that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
Johnson wants to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Edwards.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
The Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Line is set on 3rd down. Johnson looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, in a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here. Only called on 1 time in that loss last week. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going right to work up top. Makes a connection. There he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The give to the tailback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And that lead grows even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bears will kick it off to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Fires on the move. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to the toss. Creates a little space. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Baylor! And the pummeling has started. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Edwards. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Wildcats will hustle to the line. Johnson looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They get to the line quickly. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Kane. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Turning it on! And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had 0 problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Johnson wants to throw it. Moving away from pressure. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And you thought maybe in this 2nd half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Takes the easy one to the back. Oh, he's got some space. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, this running back has been the only guy who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Toss sweep, trying to get it outside to the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Wildcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The Wildcats will move the sticks. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And it's caught inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He wants to throw it. Big fella moving. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it. inches away from the touchdown.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Trying to punch it in. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce.
Ready.
The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right? They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Johnson wants to throw it. He's got it in the end zone for the conversion. At this point, you're probably just working on your two-point plays. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The offense will quickly use a timeout. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one. As it skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But